guys, my name is Andres Vera. I'm the student athlete advisor here at IMG Academy. Let's go ahead and see some of the facilities and everything that we offer here at IMG for our students, our campers, and the whole place. All right, we'll start here in the tour studio. Come on in. Hi guys. Hey, we're here in the tour studio. This is basically a place where students come in. See Mike, he's our club fitter here at the Academy. He works with a company called Cool Clubs. And his job is to basically help students find the right tools for their game. As you see Lucas here, he's basically trying out some clubs, and then Mike is going to help him find that best fit for his game. We work with a company called Cool Clubs. They provide all the equipment, everything that the kids are going to need to try different shafts, different clubs, and then Mike is going to help them with that whole process. Also, Mike is going to help the students learn about their equipment, what's good for them, what's not necessarily good for them, and different fields with different shafts. So that's something that is very important, obviously, to play good golf, is having the right tools. Then this bay next door is basically where students come in and work with their coach one-on-one. So they'll come in here, use TrackMan, body track, different technology that they'll get on video, and then this is basically where that coach is going to create the magic that they need in order to get better and improve their game. This area back here is one of our putting areas and short game areas. We have this area, and then we have a new putting studio that we built on the other side, which we'll see in a little bit. But this is all based on technology that we use. We use Capto, and everything that we use is based on the technology and the information we gather from the initial assessments and evaluations. So everything is done with data specific to the student. That's one of the things that we always talk about. Everything that we do is based on that information that we're gathering at the beginning of the school year, beginning of a camp, and then that way the coach can create a very specific plan on what the student needs to improve. So that's kind of a little bit of the magic that we do in here. Let's go over outside and see some of the facilities outside.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. No worries.
All right, we're going to go that way. We're in one of our halls here in the golf building, where on the wall we have a lot of awards and accomplishments from our students. And in the past, currently, and a lot of the 850 wins, 12 USGA champions, 156 AJGA Rolex All-Americans. These are basically all the schools that we've sent students to play collegiately. One of the things that we tell students, we're going to try and find the best place where you can be a big name, not necessarily find the big school or you're a small fish. We want you to be a big fish in the school that you're going to. Basically what that means, we want you to be playing for the team. We want you to play events. We want you to be part of the team and traveling to those events. So that's one of the main things that we're trying to do with all of our students at the Academy, find that right place for them. If you want, we can meet Coach Robbie. That's Coach Robbie right there. He was running away from us.
Yeah.
Over here on the right, you might actually recognize some of the names up here. This kid right here, Michael Thornbeyonce, who's now playing on the PGA Tour. He went to the University of Stanford University. You can see Peter Uline, who's on the Lift Tour. C.T. Pan. A lot of really good players have come through the program here. Then in the girls' side, Isabel Lindell. You have Annabelle Fuller, Angelina Yee. She's at the University of Stanford. Annabelle is at the University of Florida. We're still updating this with our latest ones, but then
You've got some sort of Thai name as well.
Yeah, I wasn't here when Jeremy was here, but yeah, we've had some pretty good golfers from Thailand.
Like Beam.
Yep. I think he's actually playing professionally now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know which tour, but I think he's out there playing professionally.
Ah.
So let's go out and see some of the facilities outside. Now that we're out here in the cold weather in Florida, sorry, it's, in January it's a little bit cold over here, but over here as far as the facilities, we have short game facilities on this side. We have 2 putting greens. Then over there on the right, we have 2 chipping greens with bunkers around. All of our golfers have full access to the facility. They can use it whenever they're, obviously when they're working with their coach. If they have some time off of school, they can come in and practice. And everything that they do is based on, things that they need to improve. We divide the facility in different zones. Zone 1, 2, 3, so the students know on their schedule if they're supposed to be on Zone 1, they know exactly where they need to be. So this is just, the short game facility on this side, and then we have a double-sided range located over here where we have tees on 2 sides. We have grass tees, we have mats, and we have areas where students can practice. And the same thing is basically they can use it, any day that they're here. Right now, usually this area is more of a short game zone where we have, different distances anywhere from 100 to, 50 yards. And the students, basically come and practice, those different yardages here. We'll have a coach. I believe this is actually some of the kids from Thailand. Yeah. Perfect. And we have some of the the campers that are here right now, and that you got Coach Justin working with them. Coach Justin is a pretty good golfer. He used to be in the Australasian Tour back in the day, and I think he actually caddied for Greg Norman at one point. So a really good player actually. So he's working with a lot of the kids here. And then over there on the right, you got a couple of our full-time students with their coaches, getting ready to start training and start some, some exercising. So that's actually the grass tee. And then if you see on that side, there's another grass tee on the other side at the end of the range. And that's where we have a couple other groups in our full-time program practicing. So, we have a pretty big, range. Our golf course is located on the other side of the trees at the back of the range. So it's an 18-hole golf course. Our students have access to the facilities, to the golf course. We take them during the week at least twice a week to play golf. And then we partner with other courses in the area where we can play. We have, Manatee County Golf Course, a lot of different golf courses in the area, Bobby Jones Golf Club, and a lot of different golf clubs that, we take the students so they can see a little bit of a different experience when it comes to, their golf. You can see all the golfers have their personal, name and flag, country flag. We got China, Taiwan, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, the U.S., Korea.
This is for the full-time students.
These are full-time students, yes. All the full-time students will receive a golf bag with their name on it, their country flag, and their graduating year. So as you can see, all the students have that on their bag. They can put whatever name they want on it. Obviously, it has to be appropriate.
So usually, how many years for the full-time student, the average company?
I would say average 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, we've had students that have been here 6, 7 years. But, the average in, the whole place is about 3 years. Basically coming 10th grade and then doing 11th and 12th grade, graduating, and then going off to college. That's usually the norm. Okay. Those are the, the grades where we'll have the most students because it's basically right at the end of their career in high school and, right in the time that they really need to improve their game and, find that opportunity to play college golf.
What is the highlight to study at IMG Academy for the full-time students?
I think the highlight is, the competitive, environment that we offer here. We always talk about with families, myself, the director of golf, that, you can, get a membership at a golf club, get a coach, get a trackman. But the one thing that you won't have is this competitive environment. This is our middle school program, which basically they work a little bit more than just golf. They're creating athletic ability. If we have students that play other sports, in order to get them better at golf, it's a little bit easier to do that. So this, this right here, you can't do that at a golf club by yourself. You have to have a big group of students, and a big group of friends to do that. So I think that's the highlight, that we offer. That competitive environment here, the academics, is also, really is amazing. We've had students go to Ivy Leagues. Last year we had a student from China. She graduated with a 4.7 GPA and is at Princeton right now. And she's, basically the number 2 golfer in that team. So we had, really, really good students, come through the program. Let's walk over this way and I'll show you guys our functional exercise area. Okay, now in this area right here, this is where we do our functional exercising. This area is more based on the golf swing and the movement of the body during the golf swing. So a lot of the exercising that we're doing here is based on what the students need to improve in their body to improve their golf swing. So it could be more, working on core, working on their legs, rotation. And, the main issue that we see here is that, or we're trying to improve, is basically, being able to create speed, because speed creates distance, and then being able to prevent injuries by becoming stronger in those areas important in the golf swing. So this kind of, this is one thing that we're doing once a week, on top of the, strength and conditioning that we're doing over at the gym. So this is, that area which we have one coach dedicated to this area. He'll spend time with all the golfers at least once a week. He also will spend, one-on-one time for, with students if they need that specific, training. We're using a lot of medicine balls. We're using TRX bands. We're using a lot of different things in order to, create this a very functional area. This is, a lot of the exercising that we do. I don't know if you guys are familiar with TPI, Titleist Performance Institute. It's a lot based on, a lot of those exercises that we do here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go inside and now take a look at, some of our past alumni and some of our students and some of the wins that they had in the past.
Okay.
Perfect. So as we come in here, on the left side, these are actually current students that are still here. And, we have a lot of really good players. You have Yuma from Japan. He's won, a few tournaments. Darren Zhao from China. He's, a pretty good golfer. Regan, he's, come out and actually done really well. Matea from Jamaica. I know she doesn't look Jamaican, but she's from Jamaica. She's won a couple of events. Roman, he's been here 4 years. He's a really good golfer. He's going to the University of South Florida. William Lyle, he's actually right now probably the best player at the academy as far as scoring average. He's about 71 tournament scoring average. So, and he's only in 10th grade. So really good golfer, yeah. Really, really good golfer. Tommy, he's been here, I want to say 7 years. And he'll graduate next year. Also, really promising golfer. He's done very well. Alan, he's one of our middle school students. He's really enthusiastic and loves practicing. So that's one of the things that is important for us. If we turn around really quick, you're going to see a lot of the students that we've had in the past who went off to play professional golf at one point. Some of the, the most notable ones are Michelle Wee. Michelle used to train here with Ledbetter when she was trying to get out on tour. Peter Uline, who's now on the Live Tour. Casey, he played on the PGA Tour for several years. Nari and Ari Song, they both played on the LPGA Tour and had a pretty good career. And you got Sean O'Hare, He actually turned pro right after graduating high school here at the academy, and eventually had a really good career. I'm pretty sure she is from Thailand.
Yes, it is.
I don't know her, but she's had a career on tour, and Antenna Porn as well. CT Pan from Taiwan, Mika Miyasato from Japan, Jessica and Nelly Corda. Both of them went here, graduated from here, and then turned pro. You might not know this name, Andres Echeverria, but his brother is a current tour pro. He's already won twice last year. You got Ben An from Korea, Leticia Beck from Germany. You got Emiliano Grigio from Argentina, good golfer as well. So we got a lot of different, students from a lot of different countries represented here in the program. And then you got a few more winners, from this year. You got Jordan Brown. He's also a really good player. Elizabeth is a really good player as well. Almina is a great player from Turkey. Chris from China. Sofia from Italy. And Heiko from Indonesia. A lot of really good players that come through here, but you don't necessarily have to be a good player to be part of the academy. We want students to come in here and work hard and have the commitment to get better. All these kids have that. And that's why they're winning tournaments, and they're going to go off to play college golf somewhere. So that's the main thing that we're looking for students. If you have that commitment and if you have that motivation, this is a great place for you. Here, this is a brand new area. We just opened it about 6 months ago. This used to be three rooms. So we took the walls out and we put this, carpet here. So this is our putting studio where students can come in and work on speed control, work on mechanics. We have different technology that they can use with iPads, connect them to the TV, and then that way they can see, their putting stroke with either TrackMan or another technology called Capto. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's a little device that you put in the putter shaft, and it gives you a lot of information on what the putter and what your body is doing during the putting stroke. So this is a perfect area to do that. Also during rainy days, students are coming in here and using this area to practice on their putting and get better at it, because you know what they say is drive for show, putt for dough. So you got to make the putts. Guys, now we're going to go see some of the rest of the facilities. We're going to go see the dorms, some of the areas where the students sleep, where they hang out. We'll see the gym, and then we'll finish in the campus center where students have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Let's go.
All right, let's do this. All right, hold on. I just got my license.
Okay. Is that A license?
My driver's license. So as we drive through here, this building over here on the left is our campus center. This is where students have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We'll come back over here and finish. You see the tram over there on the right and the one in the front. That's the transportation that takes students to, basically all around the campus, to different areas, to basketball, volleyball, baseball, all the different areas. And we're going into the dorm area where we have 4 buildings where students sleep. This is the newest dorm. We just opened it about 6 months ago. And then, we have 3 other dorms over here on the right where we have, where students sleep and then they hang out, and they, we do different activities with them so they can just kind of have fun and enjoy their time here at the academy. So we have 3 buildings for boys and 1 building for girls. And the building for the girls is the one that's the furthest away, so really far away from the boys.
All right.
If you wanna,
Sure.
We'll stop over here so you can take a look at one of the dorm rooms, okay? Let's come through here. Anybody that needs to go into the dorms needs an ID. So basically all the students have their ID that gives them access to their dorm, not necessarily other buildings. And this ID will give them access to their room as well. So if you see through here, we have Campus Live members that kind of keep an eye on the students and organize activities for the students. We have campus safety as well in this building that will kind of monitor the cameras and everything to keep the kids safe. We do have security that roams the campus that is armed just in case, not that anything has ever happened. So we have two gates, the west gate and the east gate, and there is an armed officer each gate, and then there's a couple of officers roaming campus just to make sure that nothing's happening. And then you have Campus Live members and campus safety monitoring the cameras. We have areas for the students that they can hang out, TVs, futons, couches, a lot of different things, for the kids to just have, some time off. You got the snack machines there. So let's go over and see one of the rooms right now. This building here is for boys, and we have 9th, 10th graders and 11th graders in this building. So this is just for boys. So no girls are allowed in this building, and then the boys can't go into the girls' buildings. So go ahead. So the dorms, basically the way it works, you would have a mentor living in the floor, and he's basically kind of in charge of all the kids that are in this side of the building. So for boarding school, we would have 2 students per room. Those students, if you see here, we have 2 students from Japan, both Japanese, and both in track and field. And then we have students from soccer from different countries. That's in boarding school, basically 2 students per room, but you have the option of doing a single room upgrade, which would be basically you pay for your own room. For camp, we could have up to 4 students in one room.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go take a look at one of the rooms. So as you can see, all the keys, basically open your own room. And then this is basically what a room looks like for that. You come on in. For the students. This is basically the way it's set up for boarding school. So you have your 2 beds, 2 desks, the drawers, the armoires, and then you have a bathroom in here. Let me turn the light on. With a toilet and a shower. Sorry. So this is, basically what, the room's going to be set up for the boarding school. For camp, there will be another bed down here. So for camp, there will be 2 beds on this side, and then 2 beds on this side for camp. So it could be up to 4 students in the room. Each room has a thermostat so they can control their temperature. Make it cold, warm, whatever they like. And then they store their clothes in here. They can, we tell students that they can bring mini fridges like that one or this one. They can bring microwave. If they drink coffee in the morning, they can bring their own coffee maker, air fryer, things like that. Yeah, they can bring that. If they want to bring a TV, they can bring a TV as well. So there's a lot of different things that they can bring. We allow them to bring. For camp, the bedding is included. For the boarding school, students have to bring their own bedding. And they do their own laundry. So both for camp and boarding school, we have 2 options for laundry. You can do your own laundry, or we can have somebody do your laundry for you. Kind of like a hotel. You put your clothes in a bag, drop it off, and it gets done for you. So you have that option.
It's like a half-board service.
It's exactly. So yeah, that's what the dorms look like.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Turn this off real quick. is Nick. So now we're heading into the hangout area where the kids usually just hang out and have some fun. We have basketball courts. We have a beach volleyball court. Then we have a little soccer pitch over there. We got ping pong tables, a lot of different things for the kids, where they can hang out. On the right, we have the big pool, big screen TV. And
What
then
do they usually do during the weekend?
During the weekend, depending on what they have going on, a lot of students basically have tournaments, have events, and have things going on the weekend. This is where the girls are.
Oh,
This is the girls' dorms.
Okay.
So, but as far as the golfers, we a lot of our golfers will be playing tournaments on the weekend.
Okay.
If they're not playing a tournament, they can they are allowed to use the practice facility. And we do have a lot of different activities that we organize within the campus life team. So they go to the beach, they go to parks like Busch Gardens, Universal Studios, Disney. We do a lot of different things that they can be part of during the school year. We have a lot of different areas here around the Bradenton, Sarasota area. We have Top Golf,
Right.
Pop Stroke, a lot of stuff like that that is fun for the kids. And we take them every time to the movies, to the mall, a lot of different places like that. We're back on golf over here on the left, campus and then are on the right, and then we're gonna head to the strength and conditioning area where we have the big gym.
So I heard that IMG Academy also hosts for the professional sport.
Yeah, we have a lot of soccer teams, professional soccer teams, or football. Like everybody else in the rest of the world calls it football, American football. We have Olympic athletes use our facilities, so we do get a lot of different professional groups come out and use the facility. These two guys here, they're part of a professional soccer team.
Oh.
They're here practicing and they're here using our facilities. I don't know which one it is, but I know they're professional soccer players. Nice and cold.
Yep, it is.
All right, well, going into the performance center. This building here was actually donated by Gatorade, because we have a partnership with Gatorade, and they were able to build this, and they have offices in here, and they're able to provide a lot of different things for our students. We have the Gatorade, the station here, where students after they do fitness, they can grab protein bars, protein shakes, things like that. But let's go upstairs so you can see the facilities from upstairs. See, our training facility. This is basically, where all of our kids will be coming in here 3 days a week. The golfers come in here 3 days a week to work on that strength and conditioning part of the game, lifting weights, doing aerobics exercising and things, like that to improve. If you see across the gym, that's the mind gym. That's where we do mental training. So we're also doing mental performance training in this building to help the students, improve their mental game to become better golfers. Also, in this building, we're doing nutrition training. So all of our students are learning about, what food to put in their body, what to eat before a tournament, what to eat after a tournament, how much water you need to drink. If you need to, a lot of the things that we always ask the students is that, do you need to eat during a golf round? And a lot of them say, no, not really, because I'm not hungry. But you do, because you have to, keep that energy throughout the round. Most of the time, most students, they go 9 holes and they have a really good front 9, and then in the back 9, they don't have such a good back 9 because they're losing energy, they're losing focus because they're not feeding their body. So that's one of the things that is, education is important, for the students, especially at a young age, that, they think they know everything, but not really. Let's go around and then we'll go over to the training room. Okay? In the Mind Gym, basically we have different technology that students can use to get better at that mental part of the game, which obviously in golf is super important, and it's something that is. They say the game is played in an area, a 7-inch area, and that's basically in your forehead, and in your mind. If you can have a good mental game, the possibility to have good scores is going to be there. So this is basically where we do a lot of that. Yoga studio, we do yoga with the kids, the golfers. It's optional yoga, but I feel that it's great exercises for golfers because it helps with strengthening muscles, and it helps preventing injuries. So that's something that guys in Thailand, if you do a sport, if you do something, an exercise, yoga, you should put it in your book of things to do. We'll go downstairs and go into the training room, okay? All right, now we're heading into the training room, which is in here. Come on in, guys. Okay. So in here, this is where we work on injuries. So we have two sides to this room. So this side here is for any student that had a major injury, broken bone, torn ligament, muscle, anything like that. If you're on this side, that means you're doing rehab. And this is part of Johns Hopkins, which is a health service the provider for us. So anything that happens on this side is is paid with medical insurance. Then if we go on this side, this is where students get that treatment, with sore muscles. If you see a lot of these guys, they're doing recovery, and they're doing a lot of those different things, cupping, stem treatment, things like that. Let's go through here.
Okay, well, you know why we're slided there?
In golf, we have a week that we call Recovery Week. So Recovery Week means, coming in here, using a lot of, using the Therabody compression things on their legs, especially for golfers, using, the Theraguns, going into a cold plunge. That water is very, very, very cold. Water, and that's basically used to recuperate the muscles and recover the muscles after, maybe playing 36 holes on a weekend, and then that way they can get better. Each sport would have a specific trainer dedicated to their sport, so the students can come in here and get treatment with that, specific trainer. So that's what happens in here. Okay? Perfect. Okay, now we're in the campus center. This is where students have breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So we have different options in here. We'll start in the area where they hang out and have some fun. So this area here is set up for the students to watch TV. We'll do movie nights. If there's any big matches, games, they'll play here, and they'll hang out over here. You have the stadium sitting here where they can hang out. And then you have this area here where students can have some fun. You got different arcades and machines. You got Xbox. You have PlayStation where the students can hang out. Hey guys, how are you? You got a ping pong table there. And then more, arcades. Every area upstairs and downstairs will have somebody from Campus Life monitoring and supervising the kids so they don't get out of hand. Upstairs is a study area. So it's a quiet place where students can go, study, do homework. This is more fun area for the kids, to hang out. Some of them are doing homework, or they're probably playing video games. Yeah. They're all golfers. Huh?
Are there student IMG student as well?
Yeah, all of them are IMG students.
Oh.
Yeah, those are middle school students.
Oh, okay.
So the younger students.
Is the middle school also on campus or off
Yeah,
campus?
it's right there in the academic center.
Okay.
So they, our middle school students in golf, they train golf in the morning and go to school in the afternoon. So, and then when it comes to food options, you have the cafe here. This is this is where you can get some sweets, muffins, things like that, chocolate chip cookies. You got the campus store on the left. Let's go in there real quick so you can see that. As a student, you are going to get gear for training and gear for tournaments. But we also have the store here that if any student wants to buy any additional gear, they can get anything they want. We got hats, shorts, shoes. We got the Theraguns, the Therabodies. We got a lot of different things that that the students can come in and purchase.
So basically, if you join academy gear here, you also can get a gear as well to cover it all.
Yes, basically for the golfers specifically, we get a package of 5 golf shirts, golf shoes, a personalized golf bag. You get workout outfits. You get tennis shoes, hats, towels, and then a duffel bag like that one right there.
So
That
basically
black
you
one, yeah.
really get everything. Don't have to buy it.
Basically, they get everything. I always recommend for for families to get a couple more golf shirts because they get 5, and that's the uniform for the week, for school and training. So if you have a tournament, you have an additional 2 shirts. You can use them, during the weekend for that golf tournament. Then, going to here towards the food area, you have different options. You have any options on this side is a paid option. So basically, students have to use their student ID or pay with a credit card. Wahlburgers, these are burgers, basically. This is a restaurant owned by Mark
Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark, exactly, and his brother. So
Oh my God.
we have one here, and then you have Big Chicken here. This is a restaurant owned by Shaquille O'Neal. And then we have one more option for food for the kids, and it's going to be Primos, which is Mexican. I don't know if you know what Chipotle.
Yeah.
This is basically our version of Chipotle. Yeah. 2 years ago, we did a survey with the kids and asked them, okay, what type of food do you guys want if we're able to bring restaurants? And they said Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. So this is our version of that.
But that's really good though. That's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. And then if we go through here in the servery, this is what is included in the tuition for camp and boarding school. So we have options in here. We have a salad, a sandwich bar here. Students can grab some bread, different cold cuts and different veggies, and then you have the hot bar here where you have usually it'll be a couple of different protein options, a couple of different carb options with some hot veggies. And then students can basically just, come in and help themselves. And we also have the salad bar there where we have different veggies, so they can basically, help themselves to, healthy stuff. And then we also offer, all the time, fresh fruit. And that's set up every day, and basically all day they can grab, any fruits. We have them here and then in the front of the servery. So yeah, this is kind of like that area where the kids come in, have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and usually the breakfast, lunch, dinner is going to be the same setup. A couple of protein options, couple of carb options, some fruits, and things like that. And then as we head this way, thing here is the shop.
All right.
We added a convenience store for students to come in and buy, snacks. Buy other, drinks, toiletries, toothpaste, detergent, things like that, ice cream, So this is kind of like that convenience store that they can come in and purchase a lot of that stuff. Shampoo, cleaning supplies, sunscreen, snacks, a lot of different things. But yeah, that's all we offer. Hopefully it was a good tour, and hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys here at the Academy soon.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Hey guys, thank you so much for being part of the tour. We talked a little bit more about all the facilities and everything that we offer. Now I just want to kind of send an invitation out to all you guys in Thailand, and kind of give you a little bit of an insight of what we're looking for when it comes to campers and full-time students. We have campers that come for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Camp is fun, it's interactive. We go to the golf course, we do a lot of training, and we do a lot of different things, and we make them fun. And then the boarding school, it goes from August through May, so it's about 9 months of training that you're here. And in both programs, we're looking for students and athletes that want to be part of a team, want to work hard, and want to be the best version of themselves. If you have those 3 things, obviously, good academics is important if you want to come to IMG as a student. If you have those 4 things, you can go anywhere in the world. Our main focus is to make sure that you're being the best version of themselves. And then if you want to play collegiate golf, you get there. And then, in college, if you want to play professionally, that's the plan and that's the dream. So I hope that, we can see a lot of you guys here at IMG Academy, and, hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.